Hello and welcome to another episode of What Was, a show where I look at and explain obscure or lost media to you, the audience. This is actually the very first viewer suggested topic. Thanks for suggesting this to me. Even though I can't seem to find your original reply. But anyways, early 2010s internet animations are a very fascinating subject to me. While the 2000s webtoons had influence, the 2010s webtoons had legacy, and one of those webtoons was Battle for Dream Island, an animation series created by brothers Carey and Michael Huang in 2010. There was also another show called Inanimate Insanity that came out after that, but that was actually the third object show ever created. So what was the second one created in between the two? Well, that object show was called Total Fruit Island, a mysterious object show that was created in between Battle for Dream Island and Inanimate Insanity, and it's kind of infamous in the Battle for Dream Island community. But anyways, in this video, we're going to talk about the Strange Lost Object show. Let's begin. To fully understand this lost object show, you must go back a few years to 2008, when Carey and Michael Huang would create a comic strip detailing the adventures of a few objects. Some of these characters may seem a bit familiar to you, and that's because this concept later evolved into Total Fiery Points. What, you thought I was gonna say BFDI or something? Anyways, this comic went on for a while, even spawning a sequel series called Total Fiery. About a year later, the Huang brothers decided to make an animation series just like the comics they made, and got Adobe Flash. Almost a year later, this concept later evolved into Battle for Dream Island, a Flash animation series created by the brothers in 2010. The series follows inanimate object contestants competing in a competition to win the illustrious Dream Island, and it was extremely influential, paving the way for many object shows to come. So since the first season was so successful, the Huang brothers decided to make a second season, creatively titled Battle for Dream Island again, but that wasn't actually the second object show created, it was just a second season in a series. The second object show ever created is Total Fruit Island. I know I shall talk about it and stuff. Total Fruit Island was an object show created by in December 2010, making it the second object show ever made. The show was pretty similar to BFDI. It also had an orange character with a generic Fu Manchu mustache and eyes. This information was revealed at a work call during BFD's production, and it remained relatively obscure until a YouTuber by the name of Spartan Dash uploaded a video explaining the BFDI iceberg, in which he has a short segment on Total Fruit Island. This video made a lot more people interested in this show, and shortly afterwards, Humany, Carey's vlog channel, would upload a video talking about the things he remembered from the show, and also clarifying a few things other people have said about the show, specifically the orange contestant, saying that he had no ill intent in creating the character. He also talked about how the show wasn't actually animated in Flash, and how it was just a MS Paint slideshow kind of deal. And all the contestants didn't have individual shapes, they were all just colored circles. Speaking of contestants, let's talk about the contestants for a bit. In the comment section on the Humany video about the show, a comment from a user called Aiden Martin mentions there being a Starwood contestant on the show. Another comment left by user Alex Lyon states that the show featured a dragon fruit contestant. So was there any more? Was there a account that actually subscribed and watched these videos back in the day? Well, actually, there was. A YouTube user called Puster12345. The Twitter account of this user was found, and it had lots of details on the Total Fruit Island channel, and these tweets are, in no particular order: I subscribe to Total Fruit Island's channel on YouTube, I liked their video episode 1 Race Up Death Mountain, and I liked the YouTube video episode 2 Stuck Between Walls. So these three tweets actually confirm three things. The first of these things is, well, the Total Fruit Island channel existed, so this show was definitely real, not made up by anyone. The next two tweets actually confirmed the episode titles, and it also confirms the fact that the show had at least 2 episodes. Oh yeah, I forgot one of those. Another tweet says, I like a bit of mood swings in a person, that's why I wrote of Starfruit And the last tweet reads, avocado. What am I supposed to say? It's literally just a tweet that reads avocado. It's unknown if this tweet is referring to an avocado contestant or if it was another video entirely, since the show had a whole fruit thing going on. Many people have also remembered a banana and an apple contestant, though details are scarce, so these people may have confused this show with another BFDI clone another person could have made. All this speculation towards what was at the time a fairly obscure show, right? Well, actually, the show actually got 40 votes during its lifespan, which may seem like nothing, but it's kind of impressive when you think about how early this is in the object show community. So with all that information in place, you might think there could be at least one archive of something relating to the show, right? Right? Well, not really. Not a single piece of media from this show has resurfaced. No images, no episode list, no nothing. So we can only speculate on how this show could have looked. Speaking of speculation, since this show has garnered a significant reputation in the BFDI community, there have been many attempts at recreating it. Most are harmless recreations using the information available at the time when the recreation was made, but some are downright malicious. These are the ones that claim that their recreations are the real deal, with literally no proof to back their claims. What's even worse is more of these fake leads being made makes it more and more difficult to actually find Total Fruit Island in the first place. A little suggestion if you want to get involved in the search. Try asking people who have been around the BFDI community during its existence what they remember from it, and if they have it saved on their hard drives or something, and try looking for it more on other file sharing websites since YouTube is kind of an unreliable source due to all the fake mockups I mentioned earlier. So you know what, that's that. This is the shortest segment of the video, and I think I should move on to the next, the final chapter. Total Fruit Island is a type of lost media that I've dubbed to have an invisible influence. Basically a type of lost media that influenced a major part of a certain subculture, but has since never resurfaced. There are many examples of this so-called invisible influence, and Total Fruit Island is one of them. I mean, it was the very first BFDI fan animation after all. It was the second object show ever made, and without, I don't think the current BFDI landscape would have been the same. While a few people remember it, a lot more people have probably seen it. It's fascinating how this decade-old long-forgotten object show has regained so much interest in such a short period of time. This goes to show that even a brief mention of a lost piece of media can make it go somewhere. It's gonna be a matter of time until this one gets found. Maybe on a hard drive, maybe on YouTube, whether it will be called Free 270p Movies Download TotalFruitIsland.mp4 or simply Fruit.avi. No one knows for sure. Thanks for watching.